Oh, what a beautiful afternoon. Oh, what a beautiful day. Have you had an amazing day because you love hanging out with yourself, or have you hung out with other great people? And do you need to have people in your life? And it's interesting because I live out in the country and I watch animals together. I've got 4 dogs and they just associate, cuddle, rumble, have a wonderful time together, the 4 of them. They're a beautiful pack of gorgeousness and love. I watch the sheep in the paddocks. I watch the cows in the paddocks. We've got goats. I watch the birds. They're all together. They seem to have these great relationships. And there's even some fun relationships where the horse gets on with the goats and the goats get on with the sheep and the sheep get on with me, and we all have a great time together. But it's interesting with humans that it's considered a basic human need that we need to have people in our life. But are you ever lonely? And is it possible to be alone but never be lonely? And I ask that question because a lot of people do share with me that they feel lonely. They feel like they haven't got anybody in their life that cares about them. They haven't got anybody that they can share beautiful things with. And I'm looking around, I'm here by myself. The dogs are in the backyard. I can hear the birds singing. And yes, there's horses and sheep and cows and goats. But I, as a human, I'm here by myself. And I absolutely love it. And I'm sharing that with you because if you are by yourself and you love being by yourself so that you are never lonely, I never feel lonely when I'm on my own, it means that when people come into my life, there's 2 things. One is that they add value to my life, because otherwise why would I bring them into my life? And that's the second bit. Why would I put people, if I like who I am and I respect myself and I enjoy my own company, why would I put people into my life that don't add to that? So I don't want to be the person that needs to have other people in my life. And I can share that very personally because I used to be. I used to be the person that came home, and if I was by myself, I'd have to put the television on or put the radio on, or I'd have to call somebody, or I had to have noise around me because I couldn't be by myself. And I worked out the very hard way and the very tough way. That's because I didn't like me very much. I had to change who I was so that I liked me, I respected myself, I wanted to hang out with myself. And that's the very personal and perhaps confrontational question that I'm going to ask. If you ever feel lonely, or if you don't like being by yourself, could it be a good question to ask why? Why don't I like my own company? I'm a smart person, I'm a wise person, I'm a funny person, I can make myself laugh, I can learn, I can read, I can invest time in growing my own brain, are all things that we do by ourselves. If there's other people there, is it possible that they could detract from that? Is it important to have time on your own so that you love you love being by yourself so you can grow the person that you are, which would then perhaps make you more attractive to other people? But I don't want to live my life like that either, do you? Where you have to do certain things to attract people into your life. How about be who you are, love who you are, and then that will attract that kind of person into your life. And if it doesn't, who cares? And that's a position that I would love for everybody, that you don't need anybody. You don't feel lonely because you haven't got anybody with you. And why put people into your life that just to have people around don't add value to your life? You know, we've had these people at our house today, or we've been to visit some people, or we've been at a social event. And yes, we associated with other people, but what value did they add to my life? Did they help me grow? Did they make me tougher, stronger, wiser? And sometimes I say yes to that because I don't go out very often. But when I do, I always analyse my conversations and the interactions that I had with other people. And sometimes have you noticed that the people that came into your life, the only thing you really learnt from them was that you don't want to have them in your life anymore or ever again. There's other people that we meet and they've added massive value for a short period of time, but if they were there for any longer, they probably wouldn't. And then there's the people that you want to put into your inner circle because they are the kind of person that you respect and you like and you know will add value to your life. But probably more important than that, will you add value to theirs? And is it possible that if you don't spend time on your own, growing your own brain, becoming a happy, fun, positive, solution finding optimistic person, that you may not attract great people into your life. If you're negative, if you're grumpy, if you don't have a sense of humour, if you get stressed, if you gossip, if you criticise, if you talk about the events that are going on in the world. And I share that one because why do we talk about the stuff we have no control over? It's like talking about the weather. And it's interesting because that's something that everybody seems to talk about, but I just can't stand it because I can't control the weather. Yes, I come outside and go, wow, what a beautiful day, or what a gorgeous day because there's free water coming out of the sky, or what a gorgeous day because Mother Nature's gone crazy. But they're the things I have no control over. So when I listen to people whinge about the weather, and it seems that's the case, isn't it? We start a conversation with the weather, and often it's not a positive conversation. It's really hot or it's really cold. And I always have a giggle about that because I lived in Queensland in Australia for a long time where it was really hot all the time, and people would complain that it was hot, and I would say, well, it's Queensland and it's hot, of course. So how about this? Invest time on your own, love who you are, be the best person that you love to spend time with, and then everybody else that comes into your life will add value rather than be the reason that you are happy. Be happy because you love you, and then everybody else may love you too. Wouldn't that be awesome? Super duper doo, how are you? Love being by yourself.